I think it's important to identify consumer electronics. Many carriers look at consumer electronics and appliances as contents, but the reality of it is that even though they are contents, because of the fact that they actually take an electrical charge in order to actually function, in order to actually determine what's wrong with these equipment types, is to do a thorough evaluation of them. Over the years, we've identified that, interestingly, 29 or 30% of the items that we actually look at are actually non-damage.
Big percentage.
Yeah, it's a significant number. And if you think about the typical claim that a policyholder has with a carrier when it comes down to consumer electronics, it's not just one item. There are multiple of items that are presented on these personal property inventory forms. And if a third of them are non-damage, how much accuracy is actually there? And so we recognize that. We also know on appliances that appliances are actually getting more complex, especially on high-end appliances. So if you're looking at a Wolf or Sub-Zero piece of equipment, it's incredibly expensive to replace these items. So it's very important that proper evaluation for repairability is conducted on these types of equipment.
Yeah. But I think of things like as simple as a TV, right?
Sure.
And because of the fact that we've been around for years and we gather all this data and we put it to use, right? We know that a specific manufacturer of a TV maybe had an HDMI port on the back that historically had failed over the last 3 years. We've got that data. So our technicians can then find that information, feed it back to us, and we can make an accurate cause of loss determination.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a very relevant point, because a lot of times the assumption is made that the failure of the actual part is due to some kind of act of God. But the reality of it is the equipment fails, or it's a manufacturing defect that's already there. We have that information, and when we're going through our QC process, we evaluate that to make sure that those data points are actually captured and shared accordingly with our carrier partners in order for them to see if there's any potential subrogation that might exist or things of that sort. Chris, like last year, I think we looked over 395 different item types at StrikeCheck. So it's not just, hey, it's the television, or it's the dishwasher. There's many different item types that are out there. Where we see incredible accuracy is in the well pumps and the pool equipment and the electrical panel and the whole house electric. Those are areas, again, where our adjusters, as being generalists, going out there and just observing it is not going to give you the data points you need. You actually need to test, and getting a licensed electrician to go out there unbiased and evaluating it for actual true cause of loss, no matter where he ends up or she ends up, and sharing that with the carrier, our carrier partners, is incredibly valuable.